troubles will seem so small someday. But for now, it still hurts to breathe, and I know that nothing has changed. But here's a song for the days when you need someone to say it's okay to let it out. So let it out. Cry till the oceans draw back and fade away. Scream till the stars hear your voice. Tear away the poison in your skin and in your veins. You don't need to break your skin to wash away the pain, so let it out. I've had days when I couldn't feel a thing, and maybe I was worse off that way. But forget about the fear and forget about your past. All you need to hold on to is the reason that you're here. And cry till the oceans draw back and fade away. Scream till the stars hear your voice. Tear away the poison in your skin and in your veins. You don't need to break your skin to wash away the pain, so let it out. Let it out, let it out, let it out. Hello. So for everyone that doesn't know, I'm Jake, I have a face, and I'm here to play music and be awkward and stuff. So, cool. I never had a reason or something to believe in. There was nothing that I wanted to fight for, and getting up never really felt right before. And I'm telling you, I found something. Can tell you that I've got nothing. Now I got a reason to get out of bed and stop hearing those voices inside my head. No, I'm gonna wake up and break up all the barriers that I put aside and conquer. When I was down and out and done, never thought I was gonna be someone. Gotta chase the lights and microphones, won't give it up till I'm well known. Gonna chase my daydreams down, keep both feet on the ground. No, I know I've had some troubles, thinking that my struggles, they weren't worth the time I wasted. And every hour I waited, know the road is unclear. Forget about your fears of falling down and never living. The floor is hard, not unforgiving. Oh, whoa. I'm gonna wake up and break up all the barriers that I put aside and didn't conquer. When I was down and out and done, never thought I was gonna be someone. Gotta chase the lights and microphones, won't give it up till I'm well known. Gonna chase my daydreams down, keep both feet on the ground. It's not all down to dreaming. When my fingers lose all feeling, won't stop searching for meaning. I don't care what's in my way, don't care if it takes all day, won't care what you have to say, I'll make it. Oh, 'cause I'm gonna wake up and break up all the barriers that I put aside and didn't conquer. When I was down and out and done, never thought I was gonna be someone. Gotta chase the lights and microphones, won't give it up till I'm well known. Gonna chase my daydreams down, keep both feet on the ground. After everything I gave you, I should hate you, but I don't. After everything you took from me, I should leave you, but I won't. I would die without your touch. I would fall even further without you. And I need you by my side. I need a place and I need order. That order lies with you. If you demand that I stay with you, I'll surrender and stay true. I would give you more if I had any left to give. I would never desert you if I ever thought I could help. And I need you by my side. Need you to need me if that's alright. I am my own enemy. I hate myself more than I hate you. I have made so many mistakes. Now there's nothing I can do to right my wrongs, so I must fight for my right to be alive. I don't deserve all the forgiveness that you gave me when you did. And I need you by my side. Need you to need me if that's alright. And I will earn my right to stay with you. And I will learn the right way and follow through. I will learn how to live my own life. I will learn to love, to feel, to touch, to care, how to be there for you. I will fight for this place. I will fight for a reason. I will fight to stay strong. I will fight for you.
This next song is one that is a bit more relevant to why we're here tonight. And I've never played it anywhere except my bedroom. So you're my guinea pigs. Have fun with that.
man? Is it in the way you shape your hand into a fist? Never kissed by your emotions, and a devotion to never crying. How do you look at the world and only see a little girl behind a mask? I never asked for your approval, just removal of prejudiced bastards. I will never believe you when you tell me I'm not a man. I'll never raise my fist to you. I'll make love hearts with my hands, 'cause I'm a man, and more than you will ever be. I'm a man, yes I am, and more than you will ever see, and I am free. What's the difference anyway? Some are born and some are made after a war inside our heads. Then we put the doubt to bed. Can you please just put your doubts to bed? I don't see what I gotta prove. Don't think about what I will lose. Focus on the fight at hand and know that I'm a real man. Someday I will prove to you that black and white and pink and blue mean shit to my identity. There's grays in masculinity, 'cause I'm a man, yeah, and more than you will ever be. I'm a man, yes I am, and more than you will ever see, and I am free. You can judge and break me down, but I will always be around. I'm getting stronger every day, it's building in my DNA. The world's a stage, but I refuse to be told exactly what to do. Fuck the roles and fuck the lines. I'm not someone you can define, 'cause I'm a man, yeah, and more than you will ever be. I'm a man, yes I am, and more than you will ever see. I'm a man, yes I am, and more than you will ever see. I'm a man, yes I am, and more than you will ever be, and I am free. I am free, free from the confines of masculinity. I am free, free from the confines of masculinity.
I think this is going to be the last song that I play, and it's called Mother. So I wrote this for my mother.
He calls me son, you call me daughter. Makes me feel like I'm treading water. I'm not a warm-up act or a childhood dream, and I am so much more than what I seem. fucked things up and let you down. Just call me by my name so I don't drown. I try to do things your way and stand alone. I thought it was flesh and blood, not skin and bone. It's not a choice, I have a voice and it speaks louder and you don't care. I'm not a freak, I may be weak, but you never helped me and you weren't there. No, you weren't there. You gave me up when I was born, new into a body already worn. You say you love me, say you want me to do well. How can you say you love me when you think I'm going to hell? You had your final chance to call me your son, but that's it, I'm gone and I am done. Why would I need somebody who won't say my name? I'm like that girl you loved, I am the same. I just found my own way, had my own say. I grew up, I chose my future. It's not easy, it was tough. I didn't stick to the guidelines, fuck the sidelines. I am more than that, oh yeah. It's not a choice, I have a voice and it speaks louder. You don't care, I'm not a freak, I may be weak, but you never helped me and you weren't there. No, you weren't there. You were never there. No.
One more. Well, I've been told to do one more, so I'm not going to fight that.
Oh, it's coming on stronger than I ever thought we would be. Couldn't keep it up for much longer, just hanging on by a thread. And I'm trying not to need you, and I'm trying to feel tall. Feels like I'm waiting for a breakthrough, when all you're breaking through is walls. Oh, I needed time, 'cause everybody needs to heal. And I thought I was doing fine till you made everything seem real. Now I can't deal without you. I needed someone to talk to, but ended up with your voice. It was never easy to call you, but like I had a choice, and I'm trying not to need you, and I'm trying to feel tall. Feels like I'm waiting for a breakthrough, when all you're breaking through is walls. Oh, I needed time, 'cause everybody needs to heal. And I thought I was doing fine, till you made everything seem real. Now I can't deal without you. And I wanted the truth. I never wanted to want you. Feels like I'm searching for a breakthrough, but instead I found you.
That was pretty ridiculous. Can we just get another round of applause for Jake Edwards? Now I'd like to welcome everyone to our Trans Day of Remembrance event for 2014. Trans Day of Remembrance is an opportunity for us to remember the people that we've lost who are trans, and the people especially that we haven't. In a year in the world, 32 people are murdered per hour as a result of being trans. Nope, that is a lie. One person in 32 hours. Yes. Which is just a horrifying number, and it shouldn't happen. But also, we have the fact that 48%, this was a figure from this morning that I found, 48% of people under the age of 26 who are trans have attempted suicide, which is equally horrifying. And these are the people we're trying to raise awareness for. I mean, obviously, people who die, but we need to keep people alive. So between 3 societies at Uclan, we have made 800 paper cranes. And you can see those over there when we have the break. It's an amazing achievement, and it shows that people at Uclan do care, and they've come together to kind of build something that can illustrate just how bad it can be. So tonight we have obviously Jake Edwards, who you've already seen, and we have Alex Bertie. And between these two, they have 4.3 million views on YouTube, which is pretty healthy. So we're really glad to have them here. Next up, we're going to have a talk from Alex, if he's okay with that. Come on. So this talk is kind of an introduction to what being trans means, and kind of what we're going for is to make it useful for everyone. So people who are trans should get something out of it, people who aren't, people who don't know anything about trans should get something out of it. So Alex Bertie, everyone.
Hello. This is the first time I've ever done something like this, like live, because obviously you can tell I'm a YouTuber, so bear with me, please. Yeah. As Chris said, I am Alex. I'm 19. I like Sherlock Holmes, pugs, video games, and good graphic design. I wear socks to bed, I make YouTube videos, and on Sundays, I eat mac and cheese. I'm also a transgender guy. So over the years, I've been asked what it means to be transgender so many times that my response has just got more and more diluted, which I don't necessarily think is a bad thing. For example, back when I first came out, I'd tense up and spend such a long time defending myself that I'd actually lose the one message I wanted to put across all along. At the beginning, I gave you a pointless list of stuff that I liked, but to me, the fact that I love pugs and eat mac and cheese on Sundays isn't pointless. It means more to me than anything else. I value every part of who I am because I deserve to be remembered for something other than my gender identity. This is exactly the message I felt I was lacking during the early days of coming out, reinforcing my humanity. And I think that's why we lose a lot of trans people, because people just see us as something other than we are. Saying, yeah, I was born in the wrong body, but hey, let me tell you this other thing that makes me great. In no way do I think that my trans status is unimportant. I'm just a strong believer in being known as something other than that transgender guy on YouTube, not only by others, but by myself too. Having so many people only care about that part of you is hard because let me tell you this. It's the scariest thing in the whole world when someone asks you who you are or what you like. And later that day, at 15 years old, you're lying in bed awake because being transgender is all that came to mind. That's roughly when I turned to YouTube for some soul searching, and all I could find was much older trans men with very limited information regarding hormones, surgeries, and dealing with your body. I was also skeptical to turn to the media for someone to look up to, as at the time it was not nearly as positive as the representatives today, like Laverne Cox and people like that. It was then that I started uploading YouTube videos, which made me one of the youngest trans people online posting what I did, and as a result, someone trans youth could relate to. I have grown up with these young people, telling them video by video that it is okay to be male, to be female, be neither or both, and to my surprise, I'm actually picking up quite a large number of just the general public curious to my journey. While educating on such a topic, I think it's important to normalize being transgender through either humor or sharing every aspect of your personality. But I learned quickly it's quite challenging bringing out the lighter side of being trans without being offensive or painfully incorrect. I've actually on a couple of occasions resorted to launching squishy prosthetic penises across my bedroom. All, of course, for educational purposes. I won't bore you with the details. It is now today, almost 5 years, 66,000 subscribers, 156 videos later, and so many penis jokes. That same, now 19-year-old boy can finally sleep knowing exactly who he is, putting all definitions aside. So, my name's Alex. I'm 19. I like Sherlock Holmes, pugs, video games, and good graphic design. I wear socks to bed. I make YouTube videos, and on Sundays, I eat mac and cheese. I am also transgender, female to male. I've known since I was a child. I was assigned female at birth, and now I'm transitioning in order to live comfortably in my body as male. In the future, I want to start hormone replacement treatment and eventually undergo surgery. That being said, please don't forget exactly who I am. And on that note, I'd like to show you guys a video. It was made quite a while ago, earlier this year, so ignore my hair, please. Oh, it's embarrassing. Is this going to work? So I'm Alex, 18 years old. I'm British, I live in England. I'm actually at college studying graphic design. I play colours blue, I collect retro game consoles. I love pugs! I consider myself an artist. I have 2 goldfish, a Rottweiler and a tortoise. I love Sherlock. And I've kind of had an addiction to the internet. I have a tattoo. I'm not religious. I'm 5'4", got green eyes. I really like chicken. My favourite genre of books is crime or horror. I prefer sitting on my own, eating loads of food, to being in the club any day of the week. One day I want to run my own business. Finally, I would do anything to meet Benedict Cumberbatch. From all of that, would you want to get to know me? I'm transgender. Does that change anything? It is so easy to be consumed by one part of your identity
But that is not everything you are. And there were so many people at school that didn't even bother talking to me just because I was there. But you know what, that was their loss, because they didn't get to know the other great things about me. It's not easy being different. You can be LGBT, disabled, different race, religion, or even social class. It's just so easy to be pushed away. So, you know what guys, show the people who you are. Write down, upload a video, 20 facts about you, and you never know, you might just make a friend. Send it to me on Facebook, post it on Tumblr, or tweet it to me, because I want to get to know you guys. I love you, thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.
So that's a video I made with the sole intention of catching people off guard. I wanted to target an audience that may not necessarily take an interest if the video was titled, "I am transgender." The video was found and circulated by Childline, a support hotline for young people, which I think is a step forward as more organisations need to recognise and show support for trans people. Some organisations like Stonewall have recently reached out to the trans community to include us within the work they do with lesbian, gay and bisexual people. An example being their No Bystanders campaign, which launched this week, combating abusive language towards all people, trans included. It's always thrilling to see change, but it will only happen if we work together locally, online, and through all of our networks to encourage acceptance, willingness to learn more about things we may not at first understand or want to understand. So thanks for listening to me ramble. Shameless self-promo. If you want to watch more of me on YouTube, just Google Alex Bertie or youtube.com/The Real Jazz Bertie birth name drop. Oops, sorry, you know that about me now. Yeah, thank you.
So we're going to take that 20-minute break. After the break, we're going to have a Q&A, so think of lots of juicy questions, and we'll be back soon. 20 minutes is the break length.
two, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Is that right? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Keep going. 1 2 1 2. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. What's the next? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sweet.
Can I come off now? Do I stay? What? Are we? Are we? Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Testing. What? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No.
Are we working? Good. Awesome.
Chris, where are you? Don't worry, nothing's happening. We're just checking microphones. Hi, Chris. How are you?
Hello. What do you want?
I just want to have a conversation so we can check some microphones.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Good.
So we're going to go into
That's
our Q&A next. How was your day? You having a good day?
I hate technology and everything that comes with it. Right. We have 3 minutes until we said we were going to be back on. Should we start making a move?
So, Chris, put the microphone up to your mouth.
Like there?
Yeah.
About there? Good.
Yeah. Tell me about your day.
About my day?
How was your day?
My day was amazing.
Excellent.
I was at the SU at 8:30 this morning putting up cranes. I really loved it.
Beautiful.
Pen.
All right. Good. Awesome. Thank you.
dimming the lights? I think that's happening. Are we on? No. Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're going to start with a few questions. These are mostly from the audience so far, but we are getting a lot of tweets in. So, what aspects of your life do you focus on when you have had a bad day?
Well, when I've had a bad day, I actually turn to this nugget right here because he makes me happy and makes me sort of focus less on the pain of transitioning.
It's not all pain.
It's not all pain.
Disclaimer,
It's not all pain. I'm just a pessimist.
I turn to you and video games and just filling up my time with stuff that's productive.
And Benedict Cumberbatch.
And Benedict Cumberbatch. So much Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes.
I'm going to stop that thing right there.
Cool, thank you.
What support is available for people in the trans community?
Youth groups. We go to a youth group every Thursday. I don't think there's that many. Obviously, I can't speak for everywhere around the UK, but there's not that many down in the south where we're from. We're from Dorset, so yeah, there's like online sites as well. There's YouTube, obviously, massive community of trans people. I'm not gonna lie, most of them are trans men, female to male, but it's really good if you're just curious about how transition works, or you have facing struggles yourself, I suppose.
I think Tumblr as well is the place that many people go to when they have life issues. It's just a good community, good place to chat with people and get to know stuff about yourself.
Or youtube.com/Alex Bertie.
Or youtube.com/Jake FT Magic. Yo.
Stop
Yo.
now. I don't know why I'm going back there, but what is your least favourite episode of Sherlock? Yes, the Physics Society love you.
I can't remember what it's called, the one with Mary. John, Mary.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is controversial. We need to stop.
Every episode with Mary in it.
We can't
because
say that.
I don't like her at all.
Mary's pregnant with Moriarty's baby.
Shut up! That's the worst theory in the world. She's
true.
shady. Okay,
Facts.
she's real shady. Oh, I don't trust her.
Facts.
Good.
The marriage was just awkward. I'm moving on.
You could tell that
definitely
John
moving
wanted
on.
Sherlock. Okay.
How did you overcome being defined by one aspect of your life?
Find something else. Figure out who you are. I know it takes a while, but you just got to look in the mirror and be like, this isn't all I am. And then go to your friends and talk to them and just build yourself up as a person somehow.
I don't think I've ever been like that because, I'm a bit of a diva, so I'm just like, yo, take this thing about me, like this. Don't look at that thing in the corner. Just like the pretty face and watch the guitar. That wasn't aimed at you, I swear.
Sure it wasn't.
Okay, next question. What was something that made the pain worth it?
I've had a lot of problems with my GP, so the moment my GP told me that he actually made my referral, that made it worth it.
That was short. What was the biggest problem during puberty?
Everything.
The whole thing. Can we just forget that bit?
I think the
of life?
worst part was the fact that obviously you're in school during puberty and you've got guys going one way and girls going another way, and it was almost like I was going both ways. Oh god, that sounds...
We know about you going both ways. It's
oh
okay.
Jesus. Yeah, like my body was going one way, but my brain was going another way, and I didn't know what to do, I suppose.
I think the expectation of femininity, because I went to an all-girls school and it was the biggest nightmare of my life. So just the expectations to like girly things and conform, otherwise you were the freak. That was probably the hardest bit.
Okay, how did you convince your parents that being trans was not a phase?
Help.
Have you done that yet?
Yeah, I've done that with my dad, and I think a lot of it was just showing, it was showing the emotion of that I was like genuine, I was sincere about this, and that, you know, even if it was a phase, it was his job as my parent to support me through that. It took a lot of going to youth groups with me and going to groups with other trans people, and just normalizing it, just normalizing being transgender.
Yeah, I agree. Like, not making a big deal out of it, I think, is really important, because my dad is not so supportive, but it's not like he's kicked me out or anything, so I couldn't really ask for more than that, I suppose, because you can't, if someone's opinion is really that bad, is really that biased, you can't really change it. You can't expect them to change in an instant. So I've been kind of doing things by myself and just kind of, you know, taking them along, but not pushing them into the thick of it. Like, I changed my name by myself when I could, when I was old enough, and then slowly letters started coming through the door, Mr. Alex A. Bertie, Mr. Alex A. Bertie. And so they've just got to deal with it, I suppose. It just takes time for them to adjust, just like it took time for your friends to start calling you by male pronouns and stuff like that.
Cool. Do you get a lot of abuse online, and how do you deal with it?
I'll let you take that one.
Not really, because I feel like the trans community online is something you really have to look for. It's not something that just kind of appears out of nowhere. But yeah, there are occasional things that come up, and I've been doing it for so long, it's just kind of brush it off, you know, like, they don't know me, they don't know who I am, and if they're giving me hate, then they're obviously not listening to what I'm saying in my videos. So I think if you really listen to what I said, they wouldn't have that to say.
What is the hardest part/aspect of being transgender?
Well, there's this huge thing called dysphoria, yay, and that's basically how you know you're trans, and the way that I always word it, people can disagree with me if they want, but I sort of imagine it like depression times 10 focused on really specific gendered parts of your body, and it's really like debilitating some days. Like, you just can't leave the house, you can't look at yourself in the mirror, and that's tough. That's hard to deal with.
Yeah, just my main bit of dysphoria is, like, obviously my chest and my voice sometimes, because I'm constantly recording myself, so I'm hearing myself back, and even through mics and stuff, my voice sounds a bit higher than it does in my head, so that kind of sucks, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the most awkward part about telling new people?
I think the most awkward part for me is when I have to tell people I'm female to male, because it implies that something about me is female, which in my head that's not right. Like, there is nothing about me in my head that could possibly imply female. Like, I might have been born with bits that aren't necessarily the same as other people, but just saying that makes me feel so, like, awkward and just so different, and yeah, that's very alienating.
Yeah, like I was saying in my talk, you know, I really want to normalize being trans, so it shouldn't, I hate coming out, basically, to just random new people. I started a new course, and I just kind of dropped in that I was on YouTube just here and there to kind of test the waters, to see how people would react. You get mixed responses, and I think that's the worst part. It's scary. If someone finds out, or if you tell someone and they take it the wrong way, then they might start calling you by the wrong pronouns and stuff like that. But yeah, it can be good coming out. I mean, it's not all bad. People take it well, and then you get love and support from your friends and peers and family, and that's nice.
One from me that kind of leads on from that. How do you find being trans in the LGBT community? Because being gay, bi, or lesbian takes the limelight, but trans is often kind of overlooked. So what are your thoughts on that?
We're actually wearing wristbands that say LGBT, it's not silent, with the little T in red, because, like I say, it does get overlooked a lot. Like, I mentioned Stonewall in my talk, and they basically had a load of people saying, you're not helping the trans people. We were meant to go on a march with Stonewall but for some reason there was a blip and our funding didn't make the cut, basically, because we were like registered as a trans group instead of an LGBT group. But that has changed now. So, all positive steps.
How much do you think media representation has influenced public opinion?
So much. Like, just the whole, like, idea of trans, like, the image that comes to people's minds, like, especially the sort of generation before us? Yeah, the generation before us, like, people that are slightly older, they sort of think a man in a dress for comedic effect, and that's what people think of trans people. They think they're cross-dressing, or they're confused, or that they can go out and get surgery like the day after they realize they're trans, and it's just overall a really messed up view of like what transgender actually is, and that can be really confusing for people.
So what would you say gender identity means to you? How would you define that? It's something people who aren't trans very rarely have to come to terms with.
It's looking in the mirror and saying, I am male or I am female. I think that's all it takes. It's just understanding who you are and saying it. You don't need, in my opinion, a gender marker to say you're male. I shouldn't have to get a gender marker to say on my passport. To just put that little M instead of F, it just brings so much hardship among people. And there's like non-binary stuff as well, which Jake knows a lot about, which is, identifying as neither male or female or both, and it's just hard for a lot of people to make a choice. So, yeah.
I think there is that whole difficulty with it being as big a spectrum as sexuality, if not maybe even bigger. I'm not sure. Like, it's an all-encompassing thing that, with the whole gender roles thing is pushed on you day after day, so you're kind of forced to, in your head, come up with an idea of what gender actually means to you, You've got to think, okay, so maybe I'm not feeling right about this corner that I've been pushed into. Maybe I need to figure out what my gender actually is. And I think, yeah, without me rambling too much, because I will ramble for a long time.
That's fine. Could you perhaps elaborate on some of the other gender identity labels people use?
Well, non-binary is an umbrella term for gender identities that aren't male or female, and non-binary can be genderqueer, which is where you don't solidly identify with binary gender, and you can change on a sort of fluctuating scale from day to day. You could wake up one day and say, I feel more male today, or I feel more female today, and the gender presentation will sort of reflect how they're feeling about that. And lots of people use neutral pronouns like they and them, which a lot of people find hard to adapt to for some reason. They say, I want to call you her, I want to call you him, and what else is there? Non-binary, it's like an infinite scale, and I think to go into it anymore would just go on for like hours.
Moving on. What is the best part of being in the trans community?
The trans jokes. Like, if cis people
On point.
say some of the things we say, do you want to explain what cis means?
Cisgender basically means you identify with the gender identity associated with your biological body. So if you don't know what trans or cis means, you're probably cis.
Yeah, the best part about being trans is trans jokes. That's always funny, because it's really inappropriate if someone else says it, but if you say it, it's like...
Well, it's like the classic balls joke.
Oh, the classic balls joke. Well, some of my friends sometimes go, I'll kick you in the balls. And I go, I left them at home, it's okay. Yeah.
Or like people will say, grow some balls, and they're like, I'm trying.
What is the thing you find most exciting about transitioning?
Beard and low voice and muscles. And no chest.
No chesticles.
And
yes.
More leg hair.
Yeah, more
of
hair.
that.
Thicker hair.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Not the hair loss bit.
No, you can
not
sometimes
have
get
any of that.
receding hairline. That's never fun. Oh, balding runs in my family. No.
Same. It's okay, we'll get old, bald, and fat together.
You know me.
This may be a bit insidery, but to Alex Bertie, how is Emily?
Emily?
Good question.
Emily?
On your part, potentially, not the asker.
It depends. There's many Emilys in my life, and
You're
this
probably
is...
talking about Emily.
Like Emily? Emily. Emily's cool.
Good?
Yeah, cool.
Good?
Yeah, she's good. She needs to speak to me more.
How supportive were your teachers at school when you came out to them?
Well, I didn't come out at school, so you can take this one.
I didn't come out of school either, but I came out of college, and it was really weird actually. I came out of college pretty much the first week after coming into it when I was 16, and my name wasn't changed officially, and I looked a little bit more feminine than this, I suppose. Bye. They were really cool about it. They changed my name unofficially on the system, so the registers and stuff would come through as Alex, and they were all really nice and sweet, especially my tutor, Ellie. Ellie Douglas is just absolutely amazing. She is just so supportive, and she helped me through, she carried me through my education in college. There is a couple things though. I came out and the whole of the staff in the art department, they all sat down, and I think they all got lectured on what it meant to be trans, which was good for me. It's great for me because that means they know what I'm dealing with and they know how to respond to my problems and stuff. But a couple of times I was misgendered because they knew I was trans, because I pass pretty much all the time, which basically means people see me as male because that's how I present. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
What do you think about the treatment for trans people in the UK by both the NHS and private treatment?
The NHS is a service that has to deal with many people on a daily basis, but can you just maybe throw trans people a biscuit or something? It's really hard, like waking up every day feeling like you detest the skin you walk around in, and you would, rather just lay in bed all day or do really, dangerous things, and they need to take trans people seriously and say that surgery is not cosmetic, it's life-saving, and trans people need this treatment to live, basically. So without it, we have as much chance of dying as anyone. Is literally life or death. I think without knowing that I could transition, I would have been gone a long time ago. So, just take us seriously, NHS, please. But private is basically faster than the NHS, but it costs money. And I'm a college student, so I don't have any
And a
of that.
musician.
And a musician. I'm a musician and a college student, so I'm about as broke as they come.
What is your best advice for trans people?
That's a really broad
So
question.
broad. Be true to your identity. Don't compromise your identity because of expectations of the people around you, of gender roles. Use whatever pronouns you want to use whatever name you want to use, wear what clothes you like. Don't just say, oh, I'm FTM, so I have to purely wear clothes from the guys section. If you see a girl's shirt you like, wear that girl's shirt, because you probably look damn fine in it. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people ask me how to deal with dysphoria, and I think that's like one of the biggest questions I get a lot. So if there's something you don't like about yourself, there's always going to be a way to either change it or just pacify the hurt that it causes you. If that makes you feel uncomfortable, wear binders. They're compression vests, and you can get them as cheap as £5 on eBay, and that can save you a lot of pain.
Shall we take that question from the perspective of someone who has just kind of come to terms with or realised that they may identify as trans? So, first steps, really.
Calm. Be calm.
First steps of don't rush it. Don't rush yourself to a conclusion or to a box, because at the end of the day, like a couple of months down the line, you're going to get so confused because you're identifying as one thing, and if you start saying to people, oh, I want to use male pronouns, and they start getting there slowly, and then you turn around and say, oh, wait, actually, I want to use neutral pronouns, it's just going to cause you a lot of hassle that you don't need.
And be very patient with anyone you tell, because obviously not everyone knows everything about being transgender. Some of you today might not have known what trans even was. So yeah, when I was coming out to my parents, I had to be so patient and lenient with their responses, because it's not always good, but you can change people's minds and you can educate them so they respond better.
Do you have any advice on coming out to younger siblings?
My sister is 12, so there's quite a big age gap, so we're not really that close anyway. Younger people generally respond better. Obviously it depends on what home you grow up in and stuff, but young people grow up in a world full of change and things that are out of the ordinary, so just go for it, just say it straight as it is and be like, this would really, really make me happy. You're more likely to connect to a younger sibling on an emotional level than trying to force education upon them.
Are there any big trans influencers in the media that you look up to?
I think, obviously, Laverne Cox is like the first person that comes to mind. She's just really sassy, a really cool person, a great activist, and she was on a really nice TV show that I enjoyed very much. So she's just a person, and that's like a really good thing to look up to, because she's not afraid of saying, yeah, I'm trans, so what? And that's what people need right now. People need someone who is like fearless to say, I don't care what you call me, I'm just going to live my life, and I'm going to do it fabulously, because she looks so cool. I love her so much.
How does being trans affect people's preconceptions of sexuality?
Well, okay. I don't even know where to start with this one. This is a huge one. Can you start, please?
Gender, sexuality, even though they're together in LGBT, they're not the same thing. Sexuality is who you like, gender is how you identify, and I think people just get that confused too much.
I think the separation of it makes it really difficult for people to conceive of a trans person who is also gay or bisexual or pansexual or whatever, because people say, oh, you're transitioning to be male, does that mean that you want to be as manly as possible and only like girls? And it's a really stupid stereotype to have, that to be manly you must find women attractive. So, sexuality is as diverse in trans people as it is in cis people.
How have you found that? I mean, not everyone is going to know that you two are a couple.
Surprise, we're a couple.
Yeah.
Yo.
So, have you had any negative responses even within the trans community? Has it been kind of a non-issue?
I think it's a non-issue. I don't think I've ever encountered anyone.
I get the odd bit of hate now and then on Anonymous on Tumblr, just because people
it's Tumblr.
Angrily typing behind
it's
their
Tumblr.
keyboards.
You get that anyway.
Yeah, I don't think people hate on us because we're trans together. People just hate on us because they don't understand.
I think I've actually got more hate for us being in a gay relationship than us being trans in a gay relationship. People are just like, ew, you're gay, what?
Someone was like, they honestly didn't know you were trans, okay, this one time, many, many months ago. And they said to me, what's the point in you being trans if you're gay with your boyfriend? As if I don't need to present as male if I'm dating another male. Like, I don't need that. Like, what? I should be female to date him? I'm sorry, but I don't want to wear a dress, babe.
You have to transition to be in a straight relationship. You can't transition to be gay, because that's just stupid. Why would you want to Be gay, ew, what?
Ew.
The goal of trans people is to live as the opposite gender. What made you choose to be so open about your identity?
I would just like to cut in real quick with the wording of that question and say that it's not opposite gender, because gender isn't opposite. It's not just binary, non-binary people holler. So yeah, to be a different gender.
Are you done
Yes.
picking that question now? Okay.
I needed
You
to
weren't
get it
wrong.
out there.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, I've forgotten what the question is because he's so rude.
He is rude. What made you choose to be so open about your identity?
Because, like I was saying in my talk, there wasn't that many people that were that open about it when I was coming out. So I wanted to do that, I suppose, on YouTube. I wanted to take everything day by day and say, this is how I'm feeling. My YouTube channel is called The Real Alex Bertie because it is real. It's me, it's my life. And anything that happens, I put it online. I've just started a new playlist series thing, another shameless self-promo, called The Quest to Alex's Beard. Yay! And it's all about every time I get any sort of confirmation that something's moving forward in my transition, I'll stick on a camera no matter how bad quality it is, and I'll just put it online for people to see the stages from calling up your GP to getting that first appointment and then getting on testosterone, surgery, and then just life from there, what happens. A lot of people stop making those videos when they've had surgery, and I want to know what happens.
What are your top three things people can do to make trans people feel more comfortable?
Use the right pronouns. Don't ask about your birth name or genitalia or how we have sex or any personal details that you wouldn't ask other people on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. Don't touch me and be like, so does that mean you have boobs? And then like, that's not
Yeah.
okay. Obviously, no. What? Did you just...
No.
I'm going to have
You
to make
touched
you
my
stop
first.
again. What's the worst experience you've had as a trans person?
Oh, there was this one time when my best friend Sean, he said to me, so, you know, if we do stuff, does that make us straight or gay? And that was just so horrific because I don't want to think about him like that. Like, that wasn't even bad because I was trans. That's disgusting and not right because it's him. You don't know him, but...
I don't know
Oh,
whether to
God,
go...
he might be watching this.
I don't know whether to go for something brutally honest or just
Go
take
honest,
that.
yeah, do it.
The hardest thing, I think, that being trans has ever brought upon me was my mother saying to me, "You will never be my son." And that was, yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Sticking that out there.
Moving swiftly on.
Let's go slightly lighter.
Is it hard to change your name?
No.
I think people overcomplicate the process, like, because there's no official process really out there.
In the UK.
So, yeah, in the UK, you go online, you
Yeah.
say, "Deed poll, please," and you write down your name and they send it in the post, and voila, done. That's it.
I've heard some things. Some people have literally made their depots on Microsoft Word because apparently the wording has to be a certain way, and then you can just take it to an employer, take it to a bank, and it'll be fine. But then in other cases, banks and passports and stuff, some of them need like a serial number on the top of your name change, and so that might complicate things.
Yeah, it's like a couple of quid online to get a certificate sent through the post, and then that works for everything forever, and it's so much better than just like, oh, yours doesn't have a code on it,
And then getting
Bye-bye.
paranoid.
and then having to make the trip to the bank
Yeah.
like 5 times.
It's okay.
I'm slightly concerned this one's going to get gooey, but what's the best thing about each other?
Well, it's not your face, so...
Chris, can I leave? He's bullying me. I like your voice because it's pretty, and I like your glasses because it makes
No,
you
I
look
think the
nerdy.
question was one thing.
No, I don't. I like everything. I like,
Stop.
Okay.
I like your jawline. I'm not gonna lie, your jawline is hella fine. Oh, that rhymed. Musician in the house.
Smooth.
Moving on.
What is the best way to have a school use the right pronouns?
beat them.
No, be honest.
You don't advocate
That was
violence.
a joke. That was a joke. I'm a pacifist, just so you know. I don't do the violence.
Educate them. Just say what makes me any less of a man than this person that presents as male over here. Yeah, I think.
Cool. Is there anything you regret telling people online or on YouTube?
I didn't catch that.
Regret telling people.
Is there anything you regret telling people online or on YouTube?
No, I don't think so, because a lot of people have. I made this one video. I actually collabed with a lesbian YouTuber, and it was called 15 Facts About Trans Men. Facts is a strong word because then you're implying that that is how it is and nothing goes out of that. But when I was listing my facts, bearing in mind her audience is gay and lesbian and obviously not trans like my audience is, and there's a lot of the general public that watch her, I kind of regret the title of that video, but not how I said it, not the wording I used, because I said some people choose to get top surgeries and stuff like that, because not all do. And
do you think that schools should start bringing up the subject of gender identity?
Yes, 100%, so much. With our youth group, we're planning on going around to sort of schools and giving, educational talks, stuff kind of like this. It's sort of what we do for our spare time. A lot of the time we just think of ways that we can connect to younger people, that we can allow schools to, let us come and talk to the kids and be like, it's not this huge scary thing, it's normal. Yo.
One final question. Have you enjoyed coming to Uclan today?
I don't know, it was 5 hours on the train.
it was great. It was great.
This was awesome. This was
Apart from that one time you almost
tip-top.
hit me in the head with your guitar on the train. That wasn't
I'm
cool.
sorry.
I wasn't okay. I loved it. Thank
This
you
was
so
like
much for
really-
having us.
This was so cool.
You're welcome, guys. So, shoot.
Okay, cool.
Lovely. Thank you to Jake and Alex for that. I think a lot of people learned a lot today, which is always good. So just to wrap up, I'd like to ask for a minute's silence for everyone we've lost, starting now. Guys, so I'd like to thank everyone for coming. Awareness is something that's very important, and I really appreciate the fact that we have a lot of people here who aren't at the LGBT Society. If I could ask Jake to come up, potentially with your guitar, if you are willing. We are allowed to do covers, so if anyone has any requests, put them into us and we will sneak them in. Cool. So I'll just pass you over to Jake. So last you'll hear from me. So I hope you've all enjoyed it and have learnt something today. So, yes. We have about 10-15 minutes, so just kind of go until you're ready. If they want an encore, they can shout at you.
I'm just gonna
That's fine.
Oh, that's our tune.
Before you met me, yeah, I was a wreck, but things were kinda heavy. You brought me to life now, every February. Yeah. You'll be my Valentine, Valentine. Let's go all the way tonight. No regrets, just love. We can dance until we die. You and I will be young forever. You make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. The way you turn me on, I can't sleep. So run away, don't ever look back, don't ever look back. We drove to Cali and got drunk on the beach. Got a motel and built a fort out of sheets. I finally found you, my missing puzzle piece. I'm complete, let's go all the way tonight. No regrets, just love. We can dance until we die. You and I will be young forever. You make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. The way you turn me on, I can't sleep. So run away and don't ever look back, don't ever look. I'ma get your heart racing in my skin-tight jeans. I'll be your teenage dream tonight. Let you put your hands on me in my skin-tight jeans. I'll be your teenage dream tonight. Tonight.
This is where we have a really awkward pause where I literally don't know what to play. Every single song has left my head. Quick, someone help me. Someone help me. I'm looking at you. Changes. Oh, okay, I'll do that one. That one's cool.
I never had a reason.
If I had a capo, maybe I would, but I don't have a capo on me. Maybe I do have a capo on me. Does anyone see where I put my capo? What does that say? Your dad watched the speech. Let's have a moment for how Alex Bertie's dad watched the speech. That's terrifying. If my mother ever watched me perform the song Mother, I think I would probably poo. Remember how at the beginning I said I was going to be really awkward? Yeah, that's happening right now.
Had a reason or something to believe in. There was nothing that I wanted to fight for. Getting up never really felt right before. And I'm telling you, I found something. Can tell you that I've got nothing. Now I I got a reason to get out of bed. Stop hearing those voices inside my head. No, I'm gonna wake up and break up all the barriers that I put aside and didn't conquer. When I was down and out and done, never thought I was gonna be someone. Gotta chase the lights and microphones, won't give it up till I'm well known. Gonna chase my daydreams down, keep both feet on the ground. I know I've had some troubles, thinking that my struggles, they weren't worth the time I wasted. And every hour I waited, no, the road is unclear. Forget about your fear of falling down and never living. The floor is hard, not unforgiving. Oh, wow, I'm gonna wake up and break up all the barriers that I put aside and didn't conquer. When I was down and out and done, never thought I was gonna be someone. Gotta chase the lights and microphones, won't give it up till I'm well known. Gonna chase my daydreams down, keep both feet on the ground. It's not all down to dreaming. When my fingers lose all feeling, won't stop searching for meaning. I don't care what's in my way, don't care if it takes all day, won't care what you have to say, I'll make it. No, 'cause I'm gonna wake up and break up all the barriers that I put aside, didn't conquer. When I was down and out and done, never thought I was gonna be someone. Gotta chase the lights and microphones, won't give it up till I'm well known. Gonna chase my daydreams down, keep both feet on the ground.
I said I wouldn't be back, but I lied. The event tonight has taken a lot of people a lot of effort to run, so I'd just like to thank PSTV first, if we could give them a round of applause. Lucy Haig, our campaigns officer, has also been of invaluable things. I love her. So, there we go. And I'd also like to thank my committee, who have been wonderful in helping me organise this. So, and of course, we can't forget our guest speakers. So, if we can get another round of applause for Jake and Alex, that would be amazing. Finn, you get to leave now.